So, give me a hint. Is there any chance the trial will be over in time for our trip?
I've told you, Bob, I'm not supposed to talk to anyone about the case.
Yeah, but that doesn't include your husband.
In this case, it specifically includes my husband. Look, don't you think I want to go to Costa Rica? No, I can't just vote her guilty because we have holiday plans.
Oh, no, of course not. But, they've got her dead to rights, haven't they?
You can't say that. That's why they're having this trial. And unlike you and everyone else on the jury, I'm trying to keep an open mind, instead of just constantly worrying about a stupid holiday.
Well, that's exactly the point, Margaret. It's not just a stupid holiday. A stupid holiday is lying on the beach, covered in grease, reading a book about twin serial killers that's about to be made into a movie and riding around on a moped in a straw hat. This is a mission of mercy, Margaret. I'd be doing something important, helping people. Besides, she must be guilty or else the police wouldn't have charged her.
Look, just because she's a sexy, exciting, independent woman who won't be controlled by a man, everybody automatically assumes she's guilty.
But she's not sexy or exciting. She looks like a cleaning lady.
Oh, I'm going to sleep.
Oh, I don't know how I can sleep with all this going on.
So just go to Costa Rica without me?
Without you?
Yes, if you want to go so badly, just go.
I have to pick up the tickets today, Margaret. Look, I have an idea. Why don't you talk me through the evidence, and, talking it out will help you to have a clearer picture.
What, that she did it?
Well, unless the other jurors think she didn't, in which case it's probably best to, go with it. Bloody hell! What happened here?
I'd say the dogs were so hungry they made a slingshot out of my bikini, used it to shoot the door open and knock over the food.
Oh, that's ridiculous, Margaret. Dogs can't shoot slingshots.
Exactly. Therefore, members of the jury, it must have been Bob Fish, who I'm convinced must have snuck down in the dead of the night to spread dog food all over the floor for reasons as yet unknown. I rest my case. Hang him!
That's not funny, Margaret.
Oh, so you didn't come down here in the middle of the night, open the cupboard, tear open a bag of dog food, spread it all over the floor in some sort of bizarre ritual that may or may not involve women's swimwear?
Eh? No, Margaret, please. That's ridiculous.
Of course it's ridiculous. But now you know how poor Mary Neeson feels being judged like that before all the evidence is in. You don't care about justice. You don't care whether she did it or not, as long as you get to go to Costa Rica.
Yeah, bringing dentures to the illiterate, Margaret, that's hardly a frivolous activity. It's a kind of thing they give knighthoods for.
Knighthoods? Do you really think you're going to get a knighthood out of this? Oh, you're just fooling yourself.
Well, maybe not a knighthood. Probably just an OBE or something like that,
I'll have to get to court.
I may not be here when you get back.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God?
I do.
Mary, tell us in detail what happened the night you ran over your husband and blew up his possessions.
Don't you mean allegedly ran over my husband and blew up his possessions?
Oh, right. Yes, of course. Allegedly.
It was an accident?
Uh-huh. Is it true that your husband and his friends were doing an ice sculpture of a lap dancer for Winter Carnival and he wanted money for beer?
Yes.
Is that a no?
No.
Aha, so it is a yes!
I said no beer money because my father always told me that alcohol and chainsaws don't mix. He's from Saskatchewan.
Now, is it not also true?
Not also true?
Also true. I mean also true. Not also true means also true when it's a question. Right?
Yes.
I thought so. Okay, so you come out of the house. He's got all his stuff piled in the driveway. Says he's gonna take it downtown and pawn it. You get into your car to leave, and in a confused and highly emotional state, your eyes welled up with tears. You accidentally put the car in drive instead of reverse, pressed down on the accelerator, and drove the car into your husband, thereby causing the cigarette to fly out of his mouth and land on the leaking chainsaw. Is that correct?
Yes. I was very upset. I couldn't bear to watch. I didn't want him to pawn his tools. I love those tools.
There. I understand how painful that must have been for you.
Thank you.
Now, your husband was naked when the police found him in the driveway. He says he was having a bath when he saw you setting fire to his belongings. When he came outside to reason with you, you hit him with your car.
He wasn't having a bath. He was posing for the ice sculpture that he and his friends were making. I know it's supposed to be of a woman stripper, but Frankie's always had rather broad hips, so I guess they sort of...
Thank you, Mary. The defense rests.
Very nice, counsel, but do you mind if the Crown Attorney examines your witness?
No, Your Honor.
The jury will retire to consider its verdict.
Well, what do you know? Same as last time. Guilty 11, not guilty 1.
Come on, lady, I got a business to run. I don't want to come back here tomorrow.
Oh, neither do I. It might interest you to know that I had a tropical holiday all lined up before this trial began.
All right then. Aloha. Let's take another little vote and we'll all be on our merry little ways.
Look, she may be guilty, I don't know. But I do know that her lawyer is totally incompetent, and she hasn't had anything approaching a fair trial. And now the judges sent us in here to deliberate her fate. We can't just sit here whining about our businesses or how we're missing our stories on the telly. Sure, it would be easy to just vote her guilty and be on our merry little ways, but we could vote her innocent for that matter. But that wouldn't be just. We're the jury. We all took an oath to ensure her a trial that is fair and just. What would you think if it were you? Or you? Or you?
Who wants pizza for lunch?
You're not going to be a pain in the ass about this vote too, are you?
Oh, Margaret.
Bob?
How's it going in there? Any progress?
Oh, we're having another vote after lunch. I really think I'm winning them over.
Look, I've been thinking. I have to go to Costa Rica. I've packed your bag. The flight leaves at 3:30, Terminal 2. Try to hurry. I'll wait as long as I can.
Flight NAL32 has been postponed due to a bomb threat.
Great trip.
Flight 350 to Costa Rica, now boarding.
Margaret!
Oh, Bob, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, Margaret, I'm sorry. I was being selfish. I don't want to go to Costa Rica without you, Margaret. It just wouldn't be any fun. I mean, sure, there'd be Vegas showgirls sitting around the pool wearing God only knows what, but...
But, Bob...
No, Margaret, I won't hear another word. I'd rather be here in Toronto with you than in Costa Rica without you.
Oh, that's sweet, Bob, but it's not necessary.
What do you mean?
Well, we finished. We had another vote after lunch. We voted to quit. Now I can come with you to Costa Rica.
Oh, Margaret, that's great. Oh, we're going to have a wonderful time. Now, we've got to hurry. They've already called our flight.
Oh, good. I could really use a holiday right now.
Well, you've earned it, Margaret.
This just in. Recently acquitted assault suspect Mary Neeson has been arrested again. This dramatic amateur video shows Mrs. Neeson brutally assaulting her attorney, Neil Borden, just prior to setting his clothes on fire on the courthouse steps. We'll have more on this story as it develops. In other news, international fugitive financier Charles Foster was arrested today after an investigation lasting 2 years and spanning 5 continents. The British citizen is accused of bilking governments around the world with phony charity schemes and fraudulent medical equipment sales. Costa Rican authorities are now looking for an accomplice of Charles Foster. He's said to be a British citizen living in Canada, but is believed to be on his way to Costa Rica right now.